Hey guys, today we'll be doing a cover video actually. My 5 favorite book covers, not of all time, but of the ones I have in my bookshelf. There are some covers which I think are more beautiful than the ones I own. Well, I don't own them because one, they are either not available here, or they are books I borrowed from the library and I had to take back. As you all know, as you've seen my bookshelf tour, I have a lot of books, so I had a lot to choose from. And I'll start with one I did not think I would be loving this much, but it is a Dutch translation of Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. If you don't see it, it's a brown leather bound with a gold inlay. And here on the side as well, you can see it's a Dutch translation, so you can see the avonturen van Sherlock Holmes. It's a Reader's Digest, so I don't know how it wound up here in Belgium, because we usually cannot order these. I did get it from I think it was at a second-hand store, maybe from Goodwill. I've had it for a couple of years now, so I don't know. But there are some illustrations. I am show you. There's the first one, Sherlock himself probably, and then there are a lot more. All of them are noted. See here, probably Sherlock and Watson. I haven't read these, but there are 16 stories in it. 16 different stories, all of them short ones. But yeah, it's elegant, it's simple, but it's very, very beautiful. I like the classics. You will notice I have 2 more of these, and these are quite my taste, let's put it that way. The second one is Tales of Norse Mythology. It's beautiful red and gold. There's even, it's hard to see, but you can see, if I compare it with another book, with Sherlock Holmes, you'll see the pages are also gold at the side. So yeah, just like Sherlock Holmes, this has, of course, a table of contents like everyone else, like every other book, but there's also a list of illustrations. For example, let's say page 9. Where is page 9? There it is. The wolves pursuing the sun and the moon. There's also this, what's the word? Bookmark? Yes, I think it's the word. It's also a beautiful gold, the same gold as on the front. So yeah, this is also one of my favorites. I got this one at a bookstore in Bruges, I think. Yes, I think it was during a weekend trip with my girlfriend that I saw this and I just thought I had to have it. I have never read it. I had never even heard of it or the author, but I had to have it. Next up, there's maybe a controversial one in the sense that it's quite a commercial one. It's the Dutch version of the movie book of The Hobbit. I have read this book, I have read the original as well. I just love this cover because, you know, the difference between this huge mountain of Erebor and then, of course, the dwarves on the other side, and in the middle there's just this tiny little hobbit, Bilbo Baggins. Okay, yeah, I love Martin Freeman, by the way. He was a perfect casting choice. I just have to tell you that. Just standing here in front of this big mountain, all by himself. Yeah, it's a powerful image. Staying in that same vein, The Lord of the Rings. The sequel to The Hobbit, of course. The Hobbit was in Dutch. If you did not know by this one here, it says de instead of the. The backside also says that there are different covers. I don't know if you can see it, it's hard to spot with my camera. But the movie versions of this cover all came out in a box set here in Belgium. I don't know what's it like in other countries. And of course, The Lord of the Rings. It's the entire trilogy. I do not own the separate books I might buy them at some point if I see something that's worth it. In that sense that I mean maybe some kind of leather bound as well. A leather bound box set or something like The Hobbit, but you know, a bit more realistic. I just like this because I enjoy the gold. It's a recurring theme actually that I like red and gold or black and gold or brown and gold. I like gold inlays in my books. I don't know why, it screams out it screams out class to me. But yeah, I bought this one. Oh, I can't even remember where I bought this one. I think it was in the FNAC in Ghent. The big university city here in one of the big university cities here in Belgium. I think it was in the FNAC in Ghent. I'm not sure, but you know, it's one of the few stores that actually have two huge walls of fantasy books. So it's even if I'm not sure, it's the most likely. Concerning The Hobbit, I don't remember where I bought that one. I think this one was just at a standard, at a regular old bookshop, back when it was the hype. And then, of course, last but not least, some of you might have already guessed it if you have watched my bookshelf tour and if you have made the connections with the gold inlays I have next to me. It's one big leather bound that I am sure I bought in the FNAC store, where I think I bought this Lord of the Rings book. The Great Dune trilogy. I haven't read it either. I bought this one just before the movie got announced. Not released, but before it got announced. So I think I've had this one for about 2.5 years now. Haven't read it, haven't touched it. But I plan to, maybe this year, I don't know. I have so many books to read. Even now I bought, I think last week I made a book haul, of which I'll make a video next week. I think I bought 18 books at a clearance sale. Me and my girlfriend, or my girlfriend and I together, bought over 65. So yeah, there's so many books and there's so little time, and I don't think I'll ever have the time to finish all of my books. Because I always want more. I think a feeling that you will share. But back to this one, the Great Dune trilogy. Apparently the second trilogy is a bit more controversial. But you know, this black and gold leather bound is just awesome with the beautiful gold sandworm in it. I like the font as well of Dune. Yeah, I love this book. They weren't in any specific order, these books. It's not like Sherlock Holmes was my least favorite and the Dune was my favorite. These are my 5 favorites in no particular order. Yeah, no particular order. So it might be that this week Dune's my favorite, and then next week I think, oh no, I like Tales of Norse Mythology more. It's something that I decide on a whim. But yeah, that was it. Next video, I think, will be Shadows of Self. I know I mentioned this already in my previous video, Alloy of Law. But I think it will be Shadows of Self. I might record it today, I might record it tomorrow. And depends on how much time I have left today. And somewhere next week, you'll see my book haul for January, which is quite a good one, to be honest, if I do say so myself. So yeah, hang in there. See you guys.